Hey guys, just imagine. One day you're traveling in the middle of the ocean, and suddenly you spot a ship that has been drifting in the waves for the last 100 years. Completely alone, mysterious, and loaded with gold. The story begins in the year 1962. On the waves of the Italian Ocean was sailing a majestic cruise ship, MS Antonia Grazia. That night, the ship's dance hall was full of life. Everywhere there was joy, laughter, music, and dancing. People were lost in their own world of celebration. But then, the camera stops on a mysterious hand. That hand slowly pulls a lever, and in the very next moment, a steel wire slices through the air, cutting across the entire dance hall floor. In an instant, the joyful atmosphere turns into screams. All the passengers fall dead right there. But in this massacre, a little girl named Katie survives. Because of her short height, the wire passes right over her. Trembling with fear, she starts screaming loudly, and after that night, no trace of this ship is ever found again. 40 years later, the year is now 2002. A salvage crew is working out at sea. Their captain is Sean Murphy, a very smart leader. His team pulls a damaged ship all the way to shore and begins celebrating their success. During this time, a mysterious man named Jack Ferryman appears in front of them. He introduces himself as a weather pilot. Jack says he has information about an old ship in the middle of the ocean, the same Antonia Grazia that suddenly disappeared 40 years ago. According to John, a priceless treasure is hidden inside that ship. Hearing about both greed and adventure, the team agrees, and they all head in that direction with him. After many days of travel, when they finally reach the spot, everyone feels disappointed at first. No ship is in sight. But then, through the fog over the ocean, a massive shadow appears. As it comes closer, chills run down everyone's spine. It is the same ship, Antonia Grazia. The entire ship looks exactly the way it did 40 years ago, but the marks of time and emptiness are clearly visible. Murphy and his team climb aboard. The ship is deserted, but the atmosphere is heavy and eerie. Strange noises were echoing all around. Following the sound, the team reached an old clock. Its pendulum was still swinging, as if someone had just touched it. But the moment they stepped closer, it suddenly stopped. Right then, the papers lying on the table nearby began to change on their own, and words started to appear. Welcome. Everyone was shocked. As they moved forward, the floor suddenly broke apart, and one team member began to fall. At the same moment, Maureen grabbed his hand and started pulling him up. But as she bent down, her eyes shifted ahead, and she saw a little girl. The same Katie whose screams had echoed through the ship in 1962. But the strange thing was, even after 40 years, she hadn't aged at all. They quickly realized that this wasn't a human at all, but the glimpse of a spirit. Maureen keeps staring at her, but the very next moment the little girl disappears, almost as if she was never there in the first place. Terrified, Maureen pulls her partner back up. Everyone becomes even more alert now. As they move deeper into the ship, they find clues that clearly show this vessel isn't just a structure of iron and wood. It's a prison holding some terrifying secret. While the team is searching the ship, something shocks them. Inside one cabin, they find a modern wristwatch. Maureen, surprised, says, "Watches like this didn't even exist in the 1960s. Captain Sean Murphy, lost in deep thought, replies, "That means someone else must have been here before us." They gather the ship's manual documents and return to their steamer. The next morning, they discover a serious truth. The ship has a huge hole in it, and water is slowly filling inside. If they don't stop it, the ship will sink forever into the depths of the ocean. So they decide to repair the hole within the next 3 days and then try to pull the ship out. The whole team gets busy with their own tasks. Meanwhile, Marin goes alone to the part of the ship where there used to be a swimming pool, but the sight there shakes her completely. Bullet marks were scattered all over the pool's walls. As she begins to step out of the pool area, her eyes suddenly look upward. The same little girl, the same innocent face, Katie. Startled, Marin's foot slips and she falls gently into the pool. Her head hits the bottom hard, and blood starts to flow. But the shocking thing was that the water was absorbing the blood, almost as if it was drinking it. Maureen looks up at the spot where the little girl had been standing just moments ago. But now, Jack was standing there. Jack pulls her up. After they climb out, the camera cuts back to the pool, and it's seen that the entire pool is now filled with blood. Maureen and Jack move forward and open a heavy door. As soon as the door opens, a powerful stream of water rushes out and pulls them inside. The door shuts automatically behind them. Now they had only one option: to keep moving ahead. After a while, they reach a large cabin. Inside were 9 massive wooden crates. The rest of the team arrives, and together they open the boxes. What they see inside leaves everyone shocked. Each box is filled with stacks of gold bricks, 9 boxes in total, and each one containing 28 gold bars. It was like an ocean of treasure. Everyone becomes overwhelmed with excitement and greed. They decide to forget the ship and leave with the gold instead. They carry the gold onto their steamer, but their happiness doesn't last long. Inside the steamer, the knob of the gas cylinder turns on its own, and gas begins spreading throughout the vessel. At that moment, Maureen once again sees Katie's spirit. The frightened girl runs toward her, as if trying to warn her. But suddenly, an invisible force pushes Katie, and she falls. Right then, one of the team members starts the engine, and in the next moment, a terrifying explosion occurs. The steamer turns into a ball of fire, and the team members inside burn alive. Now only one question is on Maureen's mind. Who is this little girl? Why does she keep appearing again and again? To find the truth, Maureen checks the ship's passenger data. There she finds a name, Katie Harwood. Maureen follows the records to Katie's cabin. Inside the room, she finds Katie's skeleton. Everything becomes clear to her now. The girl she had been seeing all this time was actually Katie's spirit, trapped on this ship. Meanwhile, Sean Murphy is sitting in the captain's cabin. Suddenly, the ghost of the ship's former captain appears in front of him. The spirit hands Murphy a glass of alcohol and says, "Drink it. You're going to need this." After that, he takes out an old photograph. In the picture, another ship is visible with the name Lorelei written on it. The captain explains that many years ago, in 1962, they had rescued this same ship, and now the same story is repeating itself. While the captain's spirit is speaking with Sean Murphy, he shows him another old photograph. The moment Sean Murphy looks at the picture, his face turns pale. He realizes that the root of this mystery goes much deeper than he imagined. Meanwhile, Maureen is sitting in one corner of the ship. Sitting right in front of her is the spirit of the same little girl, Katie. This time, the spirit clearly reveals the truth. She says, "Not only I, but countless others met their end on this ship. Their souls are trapped here. And all of this is happening because someone needs these souls. Until his purpose is fulfilled, all of us will remain imprisoned here. We will be freed only when his game ends." Maureen is horrified after hearing this. Meanwhile, another member of the team reaches the hall where a grand party once used to take place. Suddenly, the scene in front of him changes. Music, lights, dancing, everything appears exactly as it was on that night in 1962. On the stage stood the same singer whose voice had once enchanted the passengers. But it was all an illusion, a trap. The team member is lured in and caught, and in the very next moment, he is killed. By now, 2 people have already fallen victim to death. On the other side, 2 more members of the team arrive at a luxurious dining table. The aroma is so tempting that they are unable to stop themselves. But as soon as the first bite enters their mouths, the truth comes out. There isn't food on their plates. There are rotten, crawling worms. Both of them vomit in disgust and fear. Now the camera returns to Sean Murphy. He slowly begins to understand the truth and wants to get off the ship as soon as possible. He is searching for Maureen. But suddenly, right in front of him appears the same crewmate who died in the blast. In reality, it was his ghost, moving steadily toward Murphy. Meanwhile, Maureen is also looking for Murphy and reaches the same place. But when Sean sees her, he doesn't see Maureen. He sees his dead crewmate instead. In a panic, driven by fear and madness, he attacks Maureen. Maureen fights back with all her strength and manages to injure him. Sean is just about to finish her when suddenly Jack appears from behind and knocks him unconscious. Jack is the same man who brought everyone to this place in the first place. Now he pretends that Murphy is suspicious and locks him inside the lower aquarium room. The remaining 2 crewmates join Jack and Maureen, and they all start repairing the ship together. At this point, they have no other choice left. If the ship isn't fixed, everyone will drown. Meanwhile, Maureen goes out to look for another one of her teammates. But the little girl's spirit appears in front of her again. This time, the spirit shows her the truth. That teammate had gone to the party hall earlier, where the singer's ghost had lured him in. Enchanted, he followed her upstairs. But the moment he trusted her, the singer's spirit pushed him, and he fell to his death. Now, Katie's spirit slowly takes Maureen's hand and shows her the entire truth. On that night in 1962, the ship was filled with blood and screams in every corner. Each passenger was killed in a different brutal way, and Katie was among them. The gang had come onto this ship in search of the hidden treasure. Eventually, they made it to the boxes filled with gold. The sight of the gold made their eyes light up. But this is where the real game began. In the same room, the same singer appeared, the one who had performed her last song in 1962. She seduced one of the team members. Trapped in a web of greed and desire, the man turned on his own teammates and brutally killed them. But the truth was that the singer didn't care about his loyalty. As soon as he eliminated everyone for her, she revealed the greed hidden in her eyes. She began to believe that all the treasure now belonged only to her. And in the very next moment, she betrayed him and killed him too. The singer thought the ship and the gold were now completely hers. But then, from the shadows, emerged the real mastermind. The person who had orchestrated the entire destruction of the ship. He doesn't say a word, just makes a subtle gesture. And because of that single gesture, the singer dies. This meant the entire game was now completely in that man's control. Meanwhile, Katie's spirit appears before Maureen. She shows her the man's true face. Maureen is stunned. It was none other than Jack. Yes, the same Jack who tempted them with the gold and brought them here. Now everything becomes clear to Maureen. Her partner, Sean Murphy, was completely innocent. The real culprit was Jack, who wasn't even human, but an evil spirit. As Maureen runs toward the aquarium room to save Sean, it's already too late. Sean is dead. From his hand, the same photo given by the ship's former captain floats downward. Now the entire mystery becomes clear. Jack is not a human at all. He's an evil spirit. He collects souls for himself, possibly working for some dark force or the devil. That's why he wants to kill everyone on the ship, so their souls can become part of his collection. Marin is now left alone. She tells her partner to keep an eye on Jack while she goes to find the other crew member. But when she reaches the lower part of the ship, she discovers that her other teammate has already become Jack's victim. Meanwhile, Jack reaches the spot where Marin's partner is watching him. The two get into an argument, which quickly turns into a fight. In anger, Marin's partner fires a shot at Jack. He believes Jack is dead and leaves the place. Now Marin knows there is only one way to escape this ship: destroy it forever. She starts placing bombs in different parts of the vessel. Every corner and every deck is fitted with explosives. At that moment, the same partner who had shot at Jack comes back to her. Marin's partner tells her, "We shouldn't blow up the ship. If we survive this, maybe we can still make it out alive." But Marin doesn't agree. There was firm determination in her eyes. No, this ship must be destroyed, because countless souls are trapped inside it. If it isn't destroyed, Jack will keep bringing more people here, trap them, kill them, and their souls will remain imprisoned on this ship forever. Before her partner can say anything more, his face begins to change, and in the next moment, Jack is standing in front of her. That means he had already killed her partner and tricked her again. Jack smiles and says to Maureen, "You and I are the same. Just like you collect sunken ships, I collect souls. I was human once, but I committed many sins, and as punishment, I was given this task. Now I am a soul collector. I need souls, and for that, this ship is my tool. You want to destroy it, but I will never let that happen." Jack moves toward her and attacks, but Maureen doesn't lose courage. She grabs an arrow and drives it into Jack's leg. Jack screams in pain, and at that very moment Maureen aims the same arrow at the remote control and throws it. The button gets pressed, and explosions start erupting in every part of the ship. Maureen jumps off the ship as well. As soon as she hits the water, waves of fire and blasts rise all around her. Underwater, Maureen gets trapped. Her breath begins to fade. That's when the little girl, Katie, appears before her again. Her spirit holds Maureen's hand and shows her the way up. After a tough struggle, Maureen reaches the surface. She sees that the ship has been completely destroyed, and all the souls trapped inside it are finally being freed. Light spreads everywhere. Each soul begins to ascend toward heaven. Among them was Katie, who stayed with Maureen till the very end. The truth was that the other souls had become slaves of Jack. But Katie was a pure soul. She could never be enslaved. That is why she kept helping Maureen again and again. And today, because of her, all the souls were finally set free. Maureen floats in the ocean, holding on to a wooden box. After a long time, another ship spots her and pulls her aboard. Unconscious, she is taken to a hospital. When she wakes up, she sees the gold from the destroyed ship being loaded onto a new vessel. That same gold, the weapon of greed. Jack's spirit was still alive, and using this gold, he would once again lure new souls, kill them, and imprison them forever. Maureen panics and tries to stop everyone, but no one believes her. And then, walking through the crowd, Jack appears once again. Smiling, he boards the ship. Marine can only watch. No one hears her screams. And this is where the story ends. So guys, we'll meet again with another thrilling story. Till then, bye-bye.